The Y&R Spoilers recap for Tuesday, April 5, 2022, brings a significant surprise. Victor Newman vows to put Victoria Newman Locke first, ahead of his business. Meanwhile, Victoria convinces Ashlyn Locke that Adam Newman framed him. Adam and Sally Spectra scheme to take over Newman Locke, and Phyllis Summers wonders if Jack Abbott is out of his mind when he reveals Diane Jenkins is alive. Y&R Spoilers recap highlights Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, took Victor, Eric Braeden, to task for making Victoria, Amelia Heinle, feel threatened because he put Adam, Mark Grossman, as temporary CEO of Newman Locke. Victor saw his wife's wisdom, and he vowed to put Victoria first, ahead of his business, and hell has obviously frozen over. Seriously, though, Victor didn't agree not to have Adam temporarily take over the family business, but he did decide that Victoria needed her family to rallying around her. He also wanted their daughter to know that they trusted her. Young and the Restless, the beginning of the end. Meanwhile, Victor bought some time by having Victoria and Ashlyn's flight to Tuscany delayed, leaving the newlyweds at Newman Locke trying to figure out what was happening. Ashlyn seemed to suspect that Victoria might be playing him. Instead, she turned his attention to Adam, convincing her husband that the younger Newman was the one who set him up. Ashlyn latched onto that idea and realized it made sense, even in the context of his and Adam's most recent conversation. Of course, Ashlyn declared that they needed to stay in Genoa City in order to catch Adam at his own game and clear his name. Victoria reluctantly agreed. Ashlyn complimented his wife for figuring out who was behind his setup, and she accepted his accolades, letting him know that it was the beginning of the end. It seemed that her words had a double meaning, though, that Ashlyn didn't quite realize. Y&R Spoilers recap: big ideas. Adam and Sally, Courtney Hope, schemed to figure out a big splashy plan for his time as interim CEO at Newman Locke. He valued her input. After all, Sally is the one who launched Newman Fashion with a risky plan that paid off. Sally seemed pleased to have earned his trust. Together, they're bound to figure out something that will show Victor that Adam is the Newman who should run his company and not Victoria. All the latter has done is acquire and merge businesses, but what does she plan to do with them? Adam knows he could do better, but will anybody else buy it? Y&R, This is LA. Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, showed up in Los Angeles and found Jack, Peter Bergman. He tried to make small talk, but Phyllis promptly dismissed it. She knew something was wrong with Jack, so she insisted that he spill the beans. Jack didn't want to, but he decided to. Phyllis thought her good friend was losing it when he mentioned that Diane, Susan Walters, was alive. After all, Phyllis was there and saw all that happened when the wrecking ball finally met her demise in Genoa City. Nope. Jack finally convinced Phyllis that Diane faked her death with Deacon Sharp's, Sean Cannon, help, and then she told Jack something he didn't want to hear. There's no way that Jack could protect Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, from Diane. Jack finally agreed, and they went over to Diane's home to confront her. Phyllis saw with her own eyes that her one-time nemesis was alive. Yikes. The Young and the Restless, airs weekdays on CBS. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Genoa City, check out all the latest that's been posted on Y&R Spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, click here. Take our poll ad block test. Why?